ahead and introduce who we are. Go ahead and introduce who we are. My hair is like stuck now.
It's Rita Cook and Terry Murphy from In Rights the Truth. And
I want to like show my hair down.
I'm the kitty cat that doesn't talk.
Okay, so here's the deal, guys. That you had a dream about me, and I had my hair up, and now I have my hair down.
I did.
And look, there's hair in this thing too. So hopefully,
there's hair everywhere.
Hopefully, those witches will be harmed by this.
She's got more hair, and I have none.
We're going to talk about dreams, and it was 44, and I just looked at the clock. You have a lot of weird dreams.
I do.
What was your dream last night?
I don't. Oh, you don't want to know about last night.
Was I in it?
No.
Okay, good. That means I didn't die.
But I have weird dreams all the time, and I can remember them typically.
One dream you told me about was really weird. Is you had a dream about a woman who you were dancing with or something, and you opened her up, and she was an AI?
Yeah, it was really crazy. A real pretty girl, and I was dancing, and I thought, I want to hug her or something, and I actually went into her and looked up, and up through going into her eyes was, they were like a saxophone. You know how all the valves, and they were just going like the eyes were valves for a saxophone. It was really creepy.
That's weird.
Yeah, I mean, that's just weird stuff. What does that mean?
Well, usually I can figure out people's dreams, but I think it means that you think that people are very complicated and you are having a hard time understanding them.
Yeah, or I can play them like a saxophone.
Yeah, well, what happened after that? Did you take her home with you?
No, I came back out and just wanted to hang out with the outside for a while.
Okay, well.
And then I woke up, but I usually have 3 or 4 dreams a night, and it helps if I wake up and then go back to sleep.
Okay. Have you ever had a dream where you was sleeping and you woke up and went back to sleep and it kept
all the time
continue to dream? That's pretty cool.
I'm capable of that, and also my brother is too. We've talked about that. Some people can't, but I can stay in the same dream. When I have a good one, I hang out. I have had dreams that are different since I started meditating. They're more like sort of messages and stuff, and sometimes lately I even feel like that I'm like living in a parallel world, and it's the real world, only it's this one, and I'm just doing things that is in this other world where I'm Rita Cook, and I have dreams, and I think they're like 5D dreams where there's people that I think about and they're in my dream, and we're having a full life together, and we're very happy. And the other thing is I dream about dead people sometimes, and I can tell that they've come to visit me because the energy. No, but in my dreams, like my mother and dad will come visit me a lot, and sometimes my aunt and uncle, and I will know that they have visited me because I'll wake up and the energy is so strong that I can feel them, and it makes me cry because it's like, whoa, it's like just a very strong energy, and I know that it was them visiting. Do you dream in color?
I think I do. I mean, you don't really pay attention to that stuff.
That means you've passed puberty. That's what they say. Okay,
well, good. I'm glad to hear that.
You've hit maturity now. Do you hear in your dreams?
Probably. I mean, I think that our dreams are more like what we are on the other side. Like you mentioned on one of our shows about near-death experience, you know stuff. You hear it in your mind. You're not having to speak it so much as it's just already there.
Yeah, it might be. Now, so you can hear, you can speak, but you really do.
Well, I mean, I think I just know. I mean,
what about smell?
If somebody's saying, I can smell something if it's something that's in the real, like, I don't even want to say the real world, but the 3D reality, and I'm sleeping. If there's a fire, a lot of times people can smell the fire in their dream and wake up and there's a fire. So there is a lot of overlap.
I believe that, yeah, because I watch TV a lot when I sleep, and whatever's on TV, I kind of dream about it.
When my mother died, she came to me and said, in my dream, and she said, so she was married to a man who died before she married my dad, and his name was Harold Burnett, and I didn't know his name was Harold, but she came to me in my dream, and she came up to me and she said, Harold didn't die. I've had a lot of dead people come and tell me they didn't die, and that's interesting because they didn't. Their soul didn't. So, I mean, my mom and I feel her in my presence, but sometimes I'll say, hey, Mom, come to me in my dream tonight, or my dad, and sometimes they will. I mean, I can ask for those kinds of dreams and will get them a lot of times. But sometimes I want to dream about people. Like I had a cousin who died way back when I lived in LA, and him and I were really close and all this, and they never would let me talk to him before he died because they thought that he was in love with me, and he never ended up getting married or some BS. But anyway, I always asked to dream about him, and he's never ever come to me in my dreams.
So you have reoccurring dreams?
About what?
I don't know anything.
I don't know. I mean, I have reoccurring dreams about things happening, but it's just like I said, I feel like I'm living another lifetime in my dream. What is dreams? Where do you go when you're dreaming? Is it your consciousness, your subconsciousness? What is it?
The other side. Well, I have a good friend, Linda.
Mm-hmm.
She has a reoccurring dream. She's driving a little yellow car, and she's lost her purse.
Oh, God.
Yeah, I mean, that's pretty terrifying if you think about it.
It means that she doesn't feel like she has control over her finances or over her possessions. I mean, because I usually can tell what people's dreams mean when I hear them. Sometimes if you wake up and you write your dream down, your subconscious is like, oh, this was what this was about, and you can process it.
Yeah, well, I play music, and I have dreams a lot of times about playing my drums in front of large crowds, and there's problems. They're moving, or they're out of tune, or I got a broken drum head, and I'm trying to get hold of my drum tech, and he's not paying attention, and yeah.
That's interesting.
Yeah, that happens that way a lot.
So that's a bit of anxiety there.
Yeah, and that's a reoccurring dream, but it's always a little different, something crazy.
So my reoccurring dream, I guess, would be, because I'm a travel writer and I've traveled so much, that I forgot to pack, and I have only hours to pack, and I've got to rush to the airport, and I've got to pack.
That's not a dream. That's reality.
No, it's there's a lot of dreams, and it's always like, oh my God, I'm going to miss my flight, and I have missed a flight before, but not because I forgot to pack. I mean, there might be other reasons, but it wasn't because I always pack the night before.
And man, does she pack.
I know, I do, but it's because everybody else forgets
and
it.
she's going on a world
But you know what?
tour.
I get things in 2 bags, no matter if I'm going to be gone for 2 weeks or 2 months, I can get it in that little black suitcase.
In case you lose a bag, you double pack.
No, Yum usually puts an extra bag in for that. We call it the Kosovo bag because we used it once when we were stranded on a train that.
And you never know when they're going to lose your luggage, so.
Well, that's why I carry on both bags.
It's always a good idea to put extra medicine in one bag.
Well, you should never put your medicine in a carry-on. I mean, in a
or
checked
in
bag.
Just one bag, separate it out.
Yeah, there's these people that go on like, yeah, I'll see you later, and it's like you just lost your whole entire life because you were so dumb that you let them have it. Yeah, that's a whole other story, and it's not about dreams. But I've never lost my luggage in a dream.
But now you're going to dream about that tonight.
Think about driving your car in a dream and you don't have a steering wheel, or it comes off while you're driving it. That means you're totally out of control of life for sure.
Yeah.
Anyway, all right. Anything else, my friend?
No, not so much.
All right.
We could go on forever about dreams.
They're fun. We'll do another show on this.
I'll have to write mine down. Well, that's what we need to do for the next couple of weeks, write our dreams down.
Okay.
Come back in and try to evaluate.
Well, this morning I woke up and I was still in my alpha state, and there was something I was going to tell you about stuff, and I couldn't articulate it to tell you after I came to in the 3D, because the way it was my spirit guides or my angels had come to me to say, this is how you need to ask him this and explain this to him so he understands. But
what does it mean when you're naked in your dreams?
I think it means that you're like
exposed to
but I don't really know. That's sort of a Carl Jung, Sigmund Freud kind of thing. I've never had one either. I'd probably be like, see me, look how beautiful I am, love me.
I'd be like, run.
All right, guys, I'm Rita Cook.
I'm Terry Murphy.
And we are In Lies the Truth. And
like, subscribe, hit the notification bell, and leave comments. They're really important.
And thank you for all the subscribers and likes that we've been getting.
Yes.
We appreciate your support. Ciao.
Bye.
Bye.